nobody wins when the family feels.
New petty, new vetted. If I see it, I like it, go get it. I bought it, you rent it. Right to the A, bout to blow through Linux.
Calling this a homicide investigation.
Atlanta News First, Sarah Hammond is live with the First Alert breaking news tracker near Springside Place. Sarah, you just moments ago got new information from police.
Yeah, we did. We just heard from Lieutenant Christopher Butler, who tells us that when police responded just before 1:30 this morning, they found a 36-year-old woman shot multiple times, dead in the driver's seat of her car.
Something that causes a murder, then you need some kind, you need something. I think you need to go to jail too.
Fam, this one right here tricky, because depending on who you ask, you'll get a different answer every time. Some people will tell you, be careful who you have a child with. Others will say, don't force a situation that isn't meant to be. Then you got people who will say, no matter what the circumstances are, a child is always a blessing. But on the other side of that conversation, there are people who will still say, you didn't want something to happen, you should have used protection or kept your legs closed. Depending on whether they're talking about a man or a woman. And family, the reason that conversation even matters today is because the story just broke 48 hours ago involving a young woman from Detroit who moved to Atlanta. And tragically, she ended up losing her life. Authorities say she was sitting inside her Range Rover when someone opened fire, striking her 4 times in the face. But what makes this situation even more heartbreaking is the fact that the young woman was pregnant. Now, when people hear those details, a lot of assumptions start getting made immediately. But the reason I didn't jump on this story right away is because I received some information behind the scenes about what actually led up to this situation. And I wanted to wait until law enforcement made an arrest before putting certain claims out there. Now, since the family has come forward and confirmed that she was pregnant, I figured we could at least go over what's public right now. When there's more information developed, I'll keep you guys updated. But today, we're going to shine light on who this young woman was, talk about what happened the night she lost her life, and also look into what could possibly be the connection behind it all. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I won't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to jump right to it. Find me, Qualisha Barnes, 36 years old, from Detroit, Michigan. For the last 10 years, she lived in Atlanta, Georgia. She's also known by her rap stage name, lled.
Woke up feeling like a millie. Probably cause I know I'm worth a millie. Wrist all litty and the whip all shitty. Bad little bitch, red bottom, dingy Vinci. Niggas leave they family for one night with me. Hoes don't understand when that one light hit me. My whole left hand looking like a light 50. Got a shooter that'll turn into a ghost like 50. But listen though,
we used to drink that goose. That goose used to be the shit.
Yeah, this is niggas judge females
off the liquor.
Off of everything you do, how you approach yourself. You can't judge.
I look at a bitch teeth.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what happened when you don't give her Grey Goose. Give her some Grey Goose.
She ain't drinking that shit. So did we ain't dropping again?
ASAP. You wanna hear my shit?
I'll be posting your shit.
Fire shit. Better post my shit. I got some fire shit. Come on, girl. Tip with my hood nigga in a rental with a brick. Got that gold AP, that's that brick. Every rich nigga gotta keep a little thick bitch. Daddy put me in a crib with a wet. Let me lick it like a bitch. Let me ride it like a stick shit. I want trips, bullshit, and I'm a dip.
Now, lled lived in a high-riser on Roxborough Road in northeast Atlanta, Georgia. But on Wednesday, April 8th, 2026, the Atlanta police said she was miles away in a Range Rover at around 1:23 a.m. Police were found 36-year-old lled unresponsive in her car with multiple gunshot wounds to the face. She was pronounced deceased on the scene. And with such gruesome crime scene, authorities knew this was personal right away. In the interview, Barnes' family also identified her as the victim of the shooting. Her mother, Francine Stewart, revealed that Barnes was just 14 weeks pregnant at the time of her death. She knew, but not many people, and she felt that could have been a clear motive.
Now calling this a homicide investigation.
Atlanta News First, Sarah Hammond is live with the First Alert breaking news tracker near Springside Place. Sarah, you just moments ago got new information from police.
Yeah, we did. We just heard from Lieutenant Christopher Butler, who tells us that when police responded just before 1:30 this morning, they found a 36-year-old woman shot multiple times, dead in the driver's seat of her car. So all morning that we have been here, we have seen detectives processing that car, taking photos, trying to piece together exactly what happened here. They say she was alone in that car. This is again on Springside Place in southeast Atlanta off of Cleveland Avenue. Lieutenant Butler says it's still early in the investigation, but it appears that someone shot into the car multiple times, and they are considering this a homicide. He says they don't know yet if the woman lives in this neighborhood, so they're looking for any information that could help in this case.
We push Crime Stoppers a lot, 44577 tips. That really is valuable to us. People don't really understand it, and it is anonymous. So if anybody has information, they can call in and leave a tip. And we really do appreciate those tips. They're very valuable.
He says right now they are still processing the scene, taking photos of the car. They are looking for any cameras that are nearby that might have captured what exactly happened here just a few hours ago. He says they're also trying to talk to neighbors to figure out exactly who this woman is, if she lives in this neighborhood. That it's obviously still early here this morning, so he says that will go on through the morning. We will, of course, keep you updated as we learn more. Live here in southeast Atlanta, Sarah Hammond, Atlanta News First.
But then her family in Detroit had identified her. And let's just say it was things that they was hearing that they really couldn't speak on, but they made it a priority to let the world know it was allegedly more than one person. And if you're wondering why, it was alleged that she had $30,000 on her head by the man who allegedly got her pregnant. This is the picture that's floating around on social media of him. And it seemed the reason being is because he was already married, just recently had a baby. And he made it a priority to allegedly not mess up his marriage. And if those rumors are true, such a brutal homicide, leaving the aspiring rapper Diddy shot 4 times in the head. May she rest in peace and love and condolences to her family. Not to mention, it was somebody who had to know her exact location and possibly lured her there, that she trusted during that time of the hour.
She was found shot to death in Atlanta. Why they say she was targeted. Hey, thank you so much for joining us here on 11 Alive and streaming on 11 Alive Plus. I'm Faith Jesse.
And I'm Cheryl Preheim. We begin with a story you'll only see here on 11 Alive News. A rapper's family identifies her as the woman shot to death in southeast Atlanta.
That's right. 11 Alive's Chase Howell spoke to the family who believes she may have been targeted because she was pregnant.
According to the family of Qualisha Barnes, she was 14 weeks pregnant when she was shot 4 times in the face.
Probably because I know I'm worth a milli.
You may know her by her stage name, Diddy.
The only Diddy in my city with a lit wrist.
But those closest to her know her as a daughter and a sister.
I know her as Qualisha. I know her as Lily. I know her as we in the same house, in the same bed. That's what I know her as. All that friend stuff, I don't care about none of that. That was my sister. That was my baby.
Give us the strength that we need to survive.
Hand in hand in prayer, the family of Qualisha Barnes asked God for strength while coming to terms with her senseless killing. And it's moments like this that are helping them deal with her death.
Generally, if you met Lily, you instantly loved her. And she was such a jokester, you know. She liked to laugh, and she always cracking jokes on me.
Barnes's mom, Francine Lopez Stewart, says her rap name fits her perfectly.
She loved makeup. She loved dressing up. She loved beauty. So, and she was a Diddy.
But Barnes wasn't just a rapper. She was also an aspiring nurse.
She made the dean's list. She had like 2 more semesters to go. She was so proud of herself, and we were so proud of her.
As for what justice looks like, Lopez Stewart says seeing not just one person held responsible, but multiple, because she believes her daughter was set up.
If you instigate something that causes a murder, then you need some kind, you need something. You know, I think you need to go to jail too.
According to Barnes's family, she had been living in the metro Atlanta area for about 10 years. As far as the investigation to who may have killed her, well, Atlanta police says that's still under investigation. In Atlanta, Chase Howell, 11 Alive.
Now, since the news broke that Diddy lost her life, a lot of people in Detroit has been paying their respects, even outside of Detroit. Got people like Peasy who got a picture of her tattooed on his leg after the news. It's a very unfortunate situation, but to know that a young pregnant be gunned down in gruesome fashion, here's what we know. She was lured there. She went to that location based on somebody she trusted. It was personal. It wasn't a robbery. 4 shots to the head, execution, leaving. The only clear motive is that she recently found out she was pregnant, and now it's been alleged that a hit was on her head, all because she didn't want to get rid of the baby. And if the man people pointing out on social media is allegedly true, when authorities make an arrest, I keep you guys updated. But it does make sense on finding out that this man is allegedly married and just recently had a baby. Fam, let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and till then, I'll catch you guys on the next one.